They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ozzie! Wait 20! Wait 20! Move! Go!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Going for the deep ball. He's got him in, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had the conversion to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And the first hookup of his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, you got 3. Wait 20! 380! Ozzie! Let's go!
Again, it's Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarter?
And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 4 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the 2-point play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
New England Patriots taking over on offense. And 3 weeks in, I don't think many people saw them at 1-2, Charles. And this is an interesting note. Back-to-back losses by 10 or more points for the first time since 2002.
I don't normally do a bunch of numbers when it comes to New England. The only number that matters is the number of Super Bowl rings. But what you brought up is very interesting. Minus 20 in scoring differential through their first 3 games, and that's their worst since 1995. So a lot of negative numbers showing up on the side of New England at this point. But do we believe it'll continue this way? I certainly don't.
I don't. At least not for long.
Let's go, let's go.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Gets it to Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Regular. Hey, both 66. Here we go.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards. And a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Wait, 20. On the right. Move.
They'll run it here. This is James White. They find some open field here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Shadow. Wait, 20. Move 20. 54. 54. Go. Wait, 10.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And out across midfield, down to the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
I think he gunned down a few guys.
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
54. Here we go.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
On the right.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 42 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10.
29, Alpha. Go. 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 31. Go.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Wait, 20, 390. 51. Ready? Go. Here we go, check it out. Go.
Shotgun now for Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards. Brady now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
29, Alpha. Wait, set. Ready? 54. 54.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, and the Patriots add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And the Steelers set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Brown, right side. into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave one more off this lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out come the Patriots. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down.
Wait, 20. Down 80. Down 80. 72. 55. Go. 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 Go.
Brady now on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Brady over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Wait, 20. 220. Sugar. On the right. 54. Go.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Going up top. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Bell, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 34. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively. Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
50. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass. Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
29. Alpha. Blue. Sugar. Go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. And this is going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Goal 50. Alpha. By 20. By 20. Blue. Sugar. Regular. Rip.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's caught in by Gronkowski. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
By 20. By 20. We go. Check it.
Again, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. A toss running left. It's White, and he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course,
under pressure, they got him again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Back now in Foxborough. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 82 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Brady going to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Like 20! Like 20! Go! Here we go!
From the gun, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, 38 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And McDonald here over the middle. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is Bell on the dump off. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Stop! 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 Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Here we go. Present.
Brady going to look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. He's still on his feet. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 61 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Hey, goal 66. White 20. White 20. Let's get this. Shadow. Stop. Sugar. Shoot. Hey, go.
Brady going to throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gostkowski, the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So after the INT, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Shadow! Blue 20! Wait, 20! Wait! Go! Go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Pass for 20. That's complete. It's Gordon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Wait! Wait, 20! Wait, 20! 54! Go!
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Snickers, 66. Double bump. Set!
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Snickers, you got to spin. Quarter.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.